How's it going, guys, and welcome to another episode of Zen-Oh Button. We've had a bit of a hiatus from about March, but we're coming back today with the Giant Force new draft box. So I got Iris with me, and we're going to be opening up 12 packs each. So the draft box leader this time is Kid Goku, and then it's basically the same thing as the other draft box leaders where he has crit. But this time they made it a little bit less generic, where if your opponent's leader is red, blue, green, and yellow, then he gains crit. And then besides that, he just draws a card when he attacks a leader. Wakens at 4, draw 1, untap 1. And then the back is cool. The art at least is cool of him being the ape, but it's pretty boring. He just draws 1 when he attacks. So just a pretty standard draft box leader. And then we're each going to be getting 12 packs to open up. I'll move this out of the way. So we've been out of the game a little bit. I have gotten the recent set, so I do know some of the recent cards, but I don't know too much about this draft box, or rather either of us don't know. We opened one before this, but a lot of it's kind of new. But starting off, we got the Roshi Unison, where he gets plus 5k for the turn. That's kind of cool. And then -4, he gets plus 15k power and double strike. Yajirobe, that's pretty cool. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. That seems to be kind of like a theme with this set. Play up to 1 skillless battle card, energy cost of 2 or less from your drop, and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to rest mode, and this card gets plus 9k power for the turn. So that's not bad. These cards are all pretty cool, the ape ones for the blue Bardock's crew. I don't want to read through every card. And then there's also, I think, a lot of Hero to Garden support as well. We got Krillin. This guy's kind of cool. Blocker, 19k. Piano Demon Clan. Oh, okay, so if you ditch this, you discard a card other than this card. When your opponent takes damage from a skill on one of your battle cards or unison cards, play this card from your hand, and he's a 15k barrier. So this kind of goes with red in this set, has a lot of burn damage stuff. Alright, let's see, we got a rare, we got Tapion, Fate of a Hero. And I don't know if you guys have heard, the foiling in this is kind of weird. You can probably see it on the camera. It's like a rainbow kind of thing. You don't really like this, right, Ars?
No, it's so weird.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, but I'm going to keep my cards off to one side because we may potentially try to do a draft box battle if Iris is feeling up to it.
Which I'm not, but we'll see. Okay, so on to the next pack. Okay, we got Son Goten here. It's a counter attack, so you negate the attack, play this card, then choose any number of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less. That adds up to a total energy cost of 3 or less and KO them. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. For 2 energy, I think it's pretty fair as well. So that's cool. This is the Lord Slug. It's deflect and it's unique. It's a bond 3. So when this card is played, you choose 1. You play up to 3 Slug's army cards with different card names and energy cost of 3 or less than from your drop area in rest mode. Okay. Second one is play up to 3 yellow battle cards with different card names and energy costs of 2 or less from your drop area in rest mode with their skills negated for their turn, and you can't play battle cards for the turn.
That's pretty cool. You can play like a bunch of cards, but he's a 6 cost.
He's a 6 cost.
Maybe there's a way there might be a way to cheat him out with the Green Lord Slug.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So, okay. I'm also just gonna keep moving on. I don't want to read all of them. So, Fasha, Master Shin. Okay. 1 drop, Boiling Bird.
Is it Demigra?
Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. At the end of your opponent's next turn, play the card sent to their warp with this skill to the battle area with its skills negated for the turn. Okay. I don't know where we can use that. So, okay. Negate the attack, play this card. When this card is KO, play 1 Child's Army token with 10,000 power for 2 energy. Not very
That's
good.
I think, like, there's like a whole Chill dex and it plays a bunch of tokens, so I guess it's for that.
Okay, and then this one's a unique double strike. If your leader card is red and you choose 1 card in your hand other than this card and discard it, when your opponent takes damage from a skill on one of your battle cards or unison cards, play this card from your hand. Oh,
Yeah, no, it's like that. So there's like, I guess this dude's double strike, then there's a crit one, and then there's a barrier one. Then there might even be a blocker one, I'm not sure. But I think there's this, they have similar skills with just a different
it's like that
effect.
freeze a card, but you have to ditch a card on this one. But, and this is also double strike, so it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so, did I get? Oh, okay. I got an SPR and I got a rare. So this one is Energy Exhaust, critical, successor for 1 yellow energy, activate main, once per turn, bond 2. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards and negate its skills until the start of your next turn.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because if your opponent has like a triple strike on board, you just turn it into nothing. Mm-hmm. That's actually pretty good.
It's a bond 2 and for 3 energy though.
Well, he has successor, so if you have a 3-drop out, you just kill the 3-drop and then you play this dude for 1 energy.
Oh yeah, okay.
And
I forgot how
not
successor works.
This is the giant force rare.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool looking.
Looks pretty cool. It looks like a blob.
Yeah, it's Bio Broly, I guess from like one of the earlier movies of Broly. But yeah, it's a unison.
Bio Broly Giant Force. So auto is you choose one card in your hand and discard it. If this card is played in its owner's drop area from a unison area during your opponent's turn, play it from the drop area with 1 marker on it, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. Okay.
So basically, like, I think his thing is like when he dies, you can just replay him. Because that kind of goes with the old like Bio Broly cards. I never really played it, but I saw it like way back in the earlier sets.
Yeah, and it looks like the activate main, you may choose 1 card in your hand, discard it if you do draw a card. Okay. So, I mean, you don't really lose hand advantage at that point. I guess if you have a dead card, you can always just use that. And then you choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand and discard them. Then this card gets 16,000 power and dual attack for the turn. -4.
That's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's a lot of minus. It's a -4. So, alright, that's the first SPR we got.
Alright. Unfortunately, in the other box we opened, we actually did get a God Pack, so I don't think we'll get that. This is Corin, which actually looks like one of our cats when she's sleeping. She looks like Corin. And this, I think, is the one where you discard a card and you play a skill list. We've got Piccolo Jr. That Sun Goten card, which is pretty cool. Shu. This is a counterplay where if you play it and the card being played is 5k power or less, it's played in its owner's drop area, which is kind of cool. 2-drop vanilla. This Goku's kind of cool. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, KO it, and then when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode, negate this card's skill for the turn. So that's not bad. I don't think there's a way to cheat them out. 2-drop vanilla, more Borgos, more of the blue Bardock support, which is actually pretty cool. All these dudes kind of like evolve on top. I always wanted to play the blue Bardock, so it might be kind of cool to try it out. Let's see, if your leader card is red, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your red cards and your opponent
can activate blocker
in response to that card's attack for the turn. That's like kind of cool. I guess if it's a block heavy deck. Hero Dragon. Ooh, actually, I'm glad. I think we pulled one of this dude. I want to get more of this guy. He's pretty sweet. So he's energy exhaust. He's unique, so there can only be 1 on the board. And he's a blocker, a rival blue yellow. You have to pay 1 blue. And then if you have a blue Bardock's card in play, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas, which is nice. At the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode, and if your leader card is a blue Bardock's crew card, draw 2 cards. So this guy is actually pretty sweet. If you can get him out like turn 1, I mean, you'll lose a little bit of your hand advantage, but you have the blocker so you can play heavy defense and literally draw 2 cards every turn he's alive. So happy about getting that dude. Want to get more of him.
So we have Bardock, Yajirobe, Demigra, Yajirobe again, Tora, Bulma, Trunks, Nappa, how do you pronounce it? Zoo, Tapion, True Power Unleashed, and it's
this thing's cool. I think some people have in the Facebook group been talking about this card. I think this is like one of those generically good 4-drops, like tapping out 4 in red kind of sucks, but I don't know. This dude...
He has to deflect, so he can't be... What is that?
The counterplays?
Yeah, he can't be counterplays. Denial of Hope.
Yeah.
Or like
so that's good. And then he also has
Striker.
barrier, so Vegeta the Cruel can't mess with him. So he's definitely good. And then he works well with all the burn stuff in red. So maybe Yamcha will make a comeback. I don't know. I think this dude's is a solid card.
He's fair, yeah. You can't activate blocker in response to this card's attack, and then auto once per turn. If your leader card is red, when this card attacks, choose up to one of your red unison cards and add a marker to it. So that's good. And then another auto is you add one card from your life to your hand. When this card's attack is negated, deal 1 damage to your opponent.
Yeah, so essentially, your opponent's like, if you're swinging, they negate, they're going to take at least 1 life, as long as you take 1 life. And then if not, they have to deal with a double strike that has barrier. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it's actually really good.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
Alright. We got Son Goku Relentless Assault. I can't remember what's it. He's got Deflect. When this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and use the card switch in the rest mode. So that's cool, doesn't get around barrier. And then activate main. This card gets plus 10k power, dual attack, and can attack leader cards for the turn. So this is actually good for some board removal. Oh yeah, this is the Trunks Unison. I don't remember if this guy was that good. Let's see, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less and KO it. So that's okay. Once per turn, when one of your opponent's battle cards is KO'd, add a marker to this card. That's alright. -4, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So I think this will be really good in draft when you like your opponent just is probably playing a lot of cards that don't have barrier, but this is probably not too viable elsewise. Trunks, we got a 3-drop Bardock, that's cool. Hira Dragon, Roshi, that's kind of cool looking. Flame Bullet. If your leader card is blue, negate the attack, then choose up to one of your mono blue battle cards, switch it to active mode. That'd be pretty cool if you have like a big blocker. I have to double check all the Bardock's crew cards. Oh,
Got
look at
another
that.
one.
I think we pulled 1 on the other set, so I think we got 3. And I don't think you would want to play more than 3 of this dude, to be honest.
Because it's 4
And,
cost.
ooh, Crazy Piccolo. King Piccolo, I do like. Piccolo's my favorite character, so. Red Yellow, he's 3 energy. He has barrier and offering, which is solid. Kind of wish he had deflect, but that's okay. When he's played, if your opponent has 5 or more life, deal 1 damage to them, so that's cool. And then the other effect is you can choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and it gets -20k power for the turn. So that's not bad. I mean, you could probably do some decent damage with offering. What's offering? They have to take a life and then they draw 2 cards, right?
Yeah, you either let your opponent draw 2 cards or the opponent takes a life. Wait,
Yeah.
no, what am I saying?
No.
You get to draw 2 cards if your opponent doesn't take a life.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, that was used with Yellow Baby, but I guess Yellow Baby hasn't been around for a little bit.
Okay, so we have Shugesh.
Oh my god, Shugesh.
Yamcha. So Yamcha double strike. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 mono red battle card energy cost with 2 or less in your hand and play it. Oh, so it interacts with the other Yamcha, the one that you look
you
at the
search
top,
the top
2.
3?
Is it top 2 or top 3? I forgot.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you
good.
get to
He's
take
4
one.
energy, but he doesn't have the flex, so that's
No,
cool in
that's-
draft, but not good anywhere else. I don't
Yeah.
think.
And then Oolong, Piccolo. Oh, 3-drop Vanilla Piccolo. That's cool. Shu, Vegeta again. Flame Bullet, Kakuja,
They look crazy.
Tien, Gotenks, the Brave Sword. So activate, choose 1. If your leader card is green, choose up to one of your opponent's unison cards and remove a marker from it. And then you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. And then you may choose one of your opponent's Hurrigarn cards and KO it if you do draw a card. That's so specific.
No, you choose one of your green Hurrigarn cards.
Oh, one of your.
Not your
That was
opponent.
your opponent. I was like, okay.
No, because this set has a lot of Hurrigarn support, which is literally this right here is Hurrigarn's legs. No, some of the cards actually look pretty cool. Ooh, blue-green Vegeta, Villain Turn Protector. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. When this card is played... Oh, okay, so this is the same thing where you get to play like a vanilla Piccolo, Mutaito. I don't think people play him too much anymore because of like Champa the Trickster, but the 1-drop yellow Mutaito was pretty sick. Shugesh. Oh, when he attacks, draw 1 card? That's kind of cool.
For 2 energy.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the Yamcha where you look at the top 3, except this you actually just always draw.
Just draw a card, yeah.
Matamacha, Boiling Berg, Tambourine, Lord Slug. That's not bad. I have to recheck out the Lord Slug stuff. It's cool that they're coming out with support from, like, I think that was like set 4 or something, pretty long time ago.
So Next we have my Korin, Demigra, Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, Kabira. Sealed music box.
That's a Hero to Garn card.
It's a field, yep. Tambourine, Boiling Berg.
I feel like we've seen
again.
Boiling Berg a lot. Oh, Kami.
And then Kami, yeah. If your leader card is red when this card is played, choose one. So you draw one card, or you choose up to one of your red unison cards and add a marker to it. For 1 energy, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's cool that you have like a lot of versatility with it. And then here's Bardock. I think we saw this before, I just forgot to read it. This skill can't be negated in any area, and this card can't be played from any area using skills. If your leader card is a blue Saiyan card, when this card is KO'd by an opponent's skill, place this card in your energy from your drop area. If your leader... Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. Oh, this is the Hero Dragon Unison.
I like how all the hero dragons.
Yeah.
I like how they look.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cute. Got my... Okay, this is the card you draw one when you play it, and then this is basically just punishing blue if you play Dimension Magic. Like if they untap energy using a counter skill, you can take 1 life and 1 card in their energy and put it in the drop area. So I don't know if blue will just have to play around it or what they're gonna do. I like how Vegeta looks here, the young one. It's pretty cool. Trunks, counterplay, I'm curious what is it? And the battle card being played is energy cost of 2 or less. It's placed in its owner's drop area instead of being played. That's not bad. I think it's more like a draft card, but not terrible. Here to Garnfield, Kakuja. Oh, I think we got 2 or 3 of these. So maybe we should try out the new Hero to Garn. This seems pretty, I never really played the Hero to Garn chain ever. But this dude seems cool. He's unique blocker. He has Revive Blue-Green, which is actually pretty cool. And then his activate main is 1 green, it looks like, yeah. If your leader card is green or a Phantom Demon, and you choose 1 Hero to Garn with energy cost of 4, 6, or 7 in your battle area and KO it, play this card from your drop area and you can't activate the activate main skill on copies of this card for the turn, which I don't know why you would want to anyways because he's unique. I guess they want to prevent you like infinite cycling him. And then the auto, if your leader card is green or Phantom Demon card, when this card activates its blocker skill, choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and discard it. So this is pretty cool. You just get like a huge body playing defense and then just chip away at your opponent's hand at the same time. And then plus the Revive Blue-Green is nice. And also if he goes to the drop, you can just revive him. So I think it's actually a pretty good card.
Yep. Next we have Goten, Yajirobe, Gohan, Krillin, Taito, Goten, Hero Dragon, Nappa, Wrath of the Dragon. If your leader card is green, if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 2 or less. Okay, it's the...
yeah, since it's the draw. I think it also ditches a card from your opponent, so it's not bad.
And then you have Symbol. Oh, I think I have 2.
Ooh.
Yep. So, okay, Downfall of Pride. If your leader card is blue, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less. Place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then choose up to 1 of your blue Unison cards in your Unison area or drop area and return it to its owner's hand.
That's not bad.
For 2 energy.
It's a little costly.
It is costly. Yeah.
But at least you put it to the bottom of the owner's deck for the opponent. I kind of hate putting cards back in the opponent's hand, which blue always does. They bounce it back to hand, which is nice, but then you're also just giving your opponent a way to play the card again. So
I guess this is good because it returns it to the bottom of the owner's deck.
And then you can also grab one of your Unisons that's died, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And woo!
And we have Bardock. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, no, this guy actually, I think he's pretty good too.
Yeah, so he's another giant force. Activate main for 1 marker. You look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 blue Bardock's crew card among them to your hand. Then you shuffle your deck. And then auto for -2 markers. When your opponent attacks, negate the attack. Oh, that's
and you can use that
pretty
whenever.
good.
Yeah. So I mean, this guy's cool because he adds. If you're playing Bardock's crew, your whole deck should pretty much be Bardock's crew. So you're always going to consistently get a card. He's a 15k attacker.
Yeah.
And then you're able to negate an attack at any point, which is cool because even the Bardock leader, if you crit yourself, you can negate essentially any attack. So the Bardock's crew has a lot of defense from like big triple attacks, but I don't know how they would do against a lot of like weenie attacks. So here we got Tien Shinhan. He's 5 energy, which is insane for red. Critical dual attack. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 25k power for the turn. So I mean, this is once again a draft card. I think this set's pretty cool, but it's definitely very based on draft. Like a lot of these cards, I don't think we'll see play besides draft. Here's Cyberman Unison. Let's see. Play 1 Cyberman token, which has 5k power and 5k combo power, and then remove one of your Cyberman tokens from the game. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost 2 or less, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. This is kind of not good. I don't know, maybe it goes with something. Fasha. Yeah, like I said, I really want to look into the Bardak's crew. I think he was kind of overlooked, and I think he's good. Tulo or Tolo. This, I think, is actually, he's the guy that gives Bardock like the ability to see the future, I think. And he's the super combo with Bardak's crew. And I think there's a card that ties in with him, so maybe him being a 1-drop 10k is actually kind of relevant.
It looks like he's wearing a dress.
I mean, he's an alien, so. Tien Shinhan's Mafuba. If your leader card is red, negate the attack. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards that gets minus 5k power for the turn. Once again, I think it's more of a draft card. It's not amazing. Red Green, Sun Goku Unwavering Conviction, Energy Exhaust Double Strike, Arrival Red Green Green, Activate Battle, place up to 1 card from your opponent's combo area in its owner's drop area, then choose up to one of your unison cards or battle cards other than this card and it gets plus 5k power for the turn. Ooh, that's actually really good. So you basically, once per turn, you can just kill one of the cards in your opponent's combo area and then boost up your unison or battle card. So that's actually not bad. I'm glad they're giving red green some support.
And it's Arrival too?
Yeah. So you can get them out kind of cheap.
Okay. We have Borgos. Oh.
That's the one that kills it's like the anti-blue card.
Yeah, but the blue version.
Yeah, I think every color is pretty much getting one.
And then we have some Gohan, Hiradegarn, Tora, Goten, Piccolo, Master Roshi, Midamacha. I don't know. Borgos, Super Dragon, Flash, Wings, Tora.
Ooh, a foil Tora.
Foil Tora.
School evolves on
Didn't we just call it? We pulled this already, right?
Oh, yeah, I think this is just a foil version of the rare. Yeah, I think all the apes are designed to evolve on top of the Bardock's crew from before. So they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then here's Gene or Gine. I think it's just Gene. Blue, yellow. Oh, yeah, so this is like the whole skill list thing. You got Chi-Chi. Finally getting some more Chi-Chi cards. And this is the one that like blows up your opponent's energy and life if they untap. Yajirobe, Shen, Bardock, SS3 Gotenks, Union Fusion. When this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Nothing spectacular. Zeun, Drum. Ooh, this guy's kind of cool. Like I said, I do appreciate that they're supporting a lot of the older sets. So this is a green-yellow, 6 energy, Lord Slug, Youth Regained. He's successor, 1 green. If this card would be removed from your battle area, it's sent to its warp instead. And then he has Bond 3, which is usually not hard with Slug. And then if your leader card is green, this card attacks, which is solid. Choose up to 1 card in your opponent's hand and discard it. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. So you can choose one of those. That's actually really good, being able to... I mean, he has successor and 6 energy to get out isn't super, super hard, so...
We have Trunks, we have Chain, Bardock, Shugesh, Trunks again, Goku, Pilaf, Tapion, Gano, Save the Earth.
I've seen this one.
So if your leader card is yellow, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It can't be switched to active mode during their next charge phase. And you can't activate copies of this card during your next... That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, for 1 energy?
For 1 energy, yeah.
Once again, I don't know if it'd see a lot of play in, like, the game, but, like, this seems like a good set to play draft, but...
I mean, you can literally stall your opponent if they have a big body in their board.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not terrible.
For 1 energy, it's not bad. We have Pirate Guard Toby. Negate the attack and play this card. Then when this, okay, yeah.
I think I saw this. Oh yeah, this card's really good.
Super cute. Activate battle. If your leader card is red, choose one of your opponent's cards.
One of your cards.
Oh, choose one of your cards. If your leader card is red, choose one of your cards and it gets 5,000 power for the turn. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up to one of your opponent's cards, ignoring bear, and it gets minus 5,000.
So that's kind of cool. It's like a Senzu bean, except you don't get the untap. But since it says one of your cards, you can choose your leader card or unison. I mean, I would assume you would pretty much always just choose your leader card.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a really good card. They gave red a lot of support. I think they're trying to bring it back. So Vegeta, Goku, Goten. I forgot to read this one before. Choose one card in your hand, discard it, switch this card to active mode. It's kind of cool, I guess. Nothing really crazy. I think we've seen most of these cards at this point. Another foil slug and boom, Hierdegarn. Yeah, I think I'm not the biggest fan of this because this guy's not super sustainable, but so he can't attack unless he has 3. Oh, if it has 3 or fewer markers. So he needs to have 4 markers to attack, which is ridiculous. His auto, choose one card in your hand, discard it. When your opponent combos, place up to 1 card from their combo area in its owner's drop area, then negate the skill for their turn. So they lose a card, but you're also losing a card. So, I mean, it's okay. And then the activate main +2, choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. That sucks, like losing advantage, especially if sometimes green doesn't draw all that well. Then +1, choose up to one of your hero of Phantom Demon cards and KO it. So I might have to read more of the Hierdegarn, because I don't know, I just don't think this is that good, but I'm sure I'm missing something where like maybe if you pop your Hierdegarn, it's like you get some other effects. So
Piccolo Jr., Demikura, Roshi, Shen, Piccolo.
What's that Piccolo do?
Which one? This one?
That's not. Yeah, I don't know if I saw that one before.
This one is a crit. When this card attacks, draw a card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. But that's for 4 energy.
Yeah, if he was 3, I think he would be decent.
I mean, if he was 2, he'll be really good.
Well, he'd be broken at 2. I think 3 would be fine. 4 is like unplayable.
Minosha, strength through survival. Yep, we saw
Yeah,
this
we saw
one.
that.
Suzoon, Nappa. Oh, the Goku.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's cool, but I don't think he's amazing. He's decent.
He is a 5 energy, triple attack, deflect. If your leader card is red, your opponent can activate blocker skills in response to this card's attack. And then auto, if your leader card is red, when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards. They get minus 20 power for the turn. Then choose up to one of your red unison cards and add a marker to it. It's not bad, but yeah.
For 5 energy and red, yeah, I think it's... Like I said, a lot of these cards are really like, I think they're good for draft, but not like...
Yeah.
Like the red Piccolo, that's a 4-drop, he's really good. But like this card, for instance, like 4 energy without deflect and red is like just asking to lose.
Yeah.
Hoi. Oh, let's see. When this card is played, draw 1 card, choose one of your green Hierdegarn or Minosha cards and KO it. When this card is used in a combo, it gets plus 5k power. Okay. It seems like the whole thing is like KOing your cards with Hierdegarn, so... like I said, I'm sure I'm missing something with it. And okay, I like this dude more. This guy's actually cool if you want to add it to your like a Kid-Ku build. So he's red 3 energy Sun Goku Nimbus Master. He's unique, so there can only be one of him. He's a 110k combo. And his auto is, if it's your opponent's turn, so it has to be your opponent's turn, at the end of a battle where this card is used in a combo, play up to 1 skill as battle card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck or drop area. Shuffle your deck if you look through it, and you can activate the auto skill on copies of this card for the turn. So that's cool if you want to play some defense with Kid-Ku. Defend your life, pay 1 energy to get a 2-drop from your deck or the drop area. Like, that's definitely pretty solid. And then the activate main, send 1 skillless battle card from your drop area to your warp. Play this card from your hand. So, I mean, that's really versatile. Pay 1 energy on defense to get a 20k vanilla out, or if you're really like hurting, pay 1 energy and you can play this dude. And it's basically a 1 energy 15k.
And he's a childhood too.
Oh, I didn't even think of that yet.
He interacts with the Android. What is it? Android 8?
8, yeah. Aider or whatever his name.
Aider, yeah.
Oh wow.
So you can literally just combo him and KO.
Yeah.
Card. So
well, if you combo, they have to be on the. He would have to be on the play field.
He would
so
have
that
to be, yes.
That's the only thing that I wish. I kind of wish he was a 0.5k.
Yeah.
But then he might be a little too broken.
Yeah, he would
but
be broken.
I think he still might be good as like a 1 or 2 of.
All right. Vegeta, Pasha, Slug, Krillin, Vegeta, Gohan, Bardock, Papillon, Troop Tower, Drone. no.
That looks cool.
We got this before, right?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing it.
He's a crit, triple attack, not a rival, but activate main for 1 red, 1 yellow, and 2 energies. If you or your opponent's life is at 2 or less, play this card from your hand. And then auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, negate the skills for the turn, and it gets minus 25 for the turn.
And he's triple attack crit. If you can play him for 4 energy, I think that's not bad. It kind of sucks he doesn't have deflect, but in a pinch, like, I don't know, triple attack crit's pretty
annoying. And if you have a Chompet, it's the topping.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're paying 4 energy,
yeah.
I mean, if you're paying 4
energy,
yeah, like, you're probably not going to get him out. Chi-Chi, Tien, Oolong, Mutaito, Trunks, Vegeta, Hiradragon, Piano, Hiradragon, Super Dragon, Tulo. Ooh, I haven't seen this guy.
Yeah.
Energy Exhaust Blocker, Aegis Blue. Yeah, I haven't seen Aegis in a while. Once per turn. Add 1 blue Bardock's Crew card from your energy to your hand. When this card is KO'd, negate this card's energy exhaust skill and place it in your energy from your drop area. I guess he's a blocker. That's not bad. So he dies and then he just goes into your energy. And then you have to grab one of your energy. Okay, so, and you ignore its energy exhaust. So this actually could be cool. You block, you can take one of your energy you've expended and then put this dude in active mode. So that's definitely not bad at all. Like I said, the Bardock's Crew seems like it got some good support.
All right. So we have Kakarot, red, blue. Energy exhaust. Choose up to 1 card in your hand. Discard it. When this card is played, choose 1. Play up to 1 skillless battle card energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area, or you draw 1 card and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 5,000.
Yeah, no, each color has this.
Yeah,
like, that's the core.
It's like the Train and Buddy Krillin, though, if you think about it. But this one asks you to choose 1 card and discard it. So it's like,
I think it's okay.
I'd rather do the Train and Buddy Krillin. And then we have Trunks, King Piccolo, Yajirobe, Tulo, Tambourine.
It's probably an Invoker card.
It is. Yeah, it looks like it. So it's an energy exhaust, 4 energy. Counterplay, if your leader card is blue, choose up to 1 of your leader cards or battle cards. It gets 5,000 power for the turn. And if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 6 or less, it's placed at the bottom of its owner's deck instead.
That's gross. Because with Invoker, you play that for 1 energy. So now it's essentially a Senzu Bean, and it's a 6 cost or less that goes to the bottom.
Yep.
That's annoying.
And that's a lot of really good big cards.
Ooh, this card looks cool.
Yeah. We have King Vegeta Giant Force. So activate main, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less, and return it to its owner's hand. And then for -3 markers, activate main. What is that?
1 blue, and then you can pay X amount of energy.
Yeah. Okay. If your leader card is blue, choose 1, draw X cards, and then choose up to X of your opponent's battle cards and place them at the bottom of their owner's deck in any order.
So essentially, you can pay 1 blue and then like 3 other energy, and then you can draw 3 cards, or you can send 3 of your opponent's battle cards to the bottom of their owner's deck.
Oh.
So I mean, that's actually pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
And then it has like consistent board removal with the getting rid of 4 drops or less.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, that definitely seems really good in draft and might not be terrible in
an actual deck.
Yeah, like a standard play. Roshi, Tora, Pilaf. If your leader card is red, this card can attack battle cards in active mode. Yeah, that's just a draft card. Go Tanks, Metamacha, Tien, Papillon, Wings, Whistled Melody. 2 energy. It's a yellow card. If the battle card being played has an energy cost of 4 or less, it's played with its skills negated for the turn. Okay. 1 yellow energy. If your leader card is yellow and you send this card from your drop area to your warp, draw 1 card. So it's kind of like a cheap draw 2 ape, except you can't combo this dude easily. But it's not terrible.
Right. We have Gohan, Dragon, Shugash, another Shugash, Krillin, Bulma, Trunks, Genosha, Bulma, Pushing the Chair, Borgos, Intersecting Fates. So it's 1 energy, 1 blue energy, activate main. If your leader card is blue, look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 card among them to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. At the end of the turn, switch up to 1 of your mono blue energy to active mode. Oh,
So it's like a free draw.
yeah, it's a free draw.
That's like kind of, that seems decent. Definitely doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, then you get to choose.
Yeah.
So
I guess
it's
it
pretty
can
good.
only suck if you accidentally put like a super combo on the bottom when you need it, but which is probably what'll wind up happening, but oh man, I wish this Piccolo was better. They need to make a new Piccolo leader after they destroyed the one good Piccolo leader. Ooh, and another Invoker card. Red Blue Explosive Demon Wave. Counter, so that's crazy. If your leader card is red and you choose 1 red card in your hand, discard it. Negate the battle card's counter attack. So this leads me to believe this is only for the counter attacks where it's like it's a battle card that you're playing, like a topo or something like that. I don't think this will stop regular negates. But anyways, you negate the battle card's counterattack skill, then switch up to 1 of your blue energy to active mode at the end of the turn. So this is ridiculous because if you have Invoker, you pay 1 energy, and then it's just gonna untap. And then it has, you can tell this is kind of an Invoker card because the activate main on the bottom seems like their standard thing where it's like, send this card from the drop area to your warp, then you look at the top card of your deck. If it's a multicolor extra card, you may add it to your hand. So that's like the whole Invoker thing.
The extra cards. Yeah.
Oh, and you got the last pack. Okay, pull a secret rare even though there's none in the set.
Vertigarn, Vegeta, Krillin, Shu, Gohan, Piano, the Dragon, Borgos, Tapion. Oh, that's so anticlimactic.
What is this gonna do?
He's 2 green energy, counterattack, negate the attack, and play this card. If your leader card is green, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's units and cards and remove a marker from it for 2 energy.
That's not terrible. I mean, he's a 15k.
Terrible, but he's not the greatest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad. I think, to be honest, I do think this is the weakest draft box, but I honestly would rather that than what they did for the other ones where they made it like,
Too broken.
yeah, like the cards from it are like $80 and like,
It's still $80 right now.
yeah. I mean, it's just, it's absurd. Like, why? I don't know why they put such good cards in draft boxes with like terrible pull rates. So, like I said, I think there's still some decent cards. I mean, like I said, this card, this Goku, adding it to a Kid Ku deck, I think is cool. And then the other one that I think is solid, I think this dude, people are probably going to sleep on a little bit. I think he's going to steal games, especially if you play like a burn damage kind of deck. Just bringing this dude out, like you kind of almost guarantee that there's a double strike is going to go through, you know? Because if they negate it, at least they're going to take 1 life. If not, you can just kind of dump your hand on a 20k double strike. So, and they can't use block. I don't know. I think this is a really good card. And then this guy right here, this blue-yellow Bardock, makes me want to play Bardock's Crew. Just having a card that literally just draws you 2 cards. Like if you can magically play this dude turn 1 with like a Zamasu super combo, like even though it's kind of a waste, like I just feel like the advantage you would net from drawing 2 cards every turn, like if this stays on board for like 2 turns, I think you just, you know, that's 4 cards right there in early game where it's like super important to draw a lot. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this definitely seems more like a draft set, but I think that's better off. Were you gonna show a cool card?
Too.
Yeah, like no,
The Bardock one?
yeah, I think the blue Bardock support in this set, and I guess they're trying to add blue-yellow. The Bardock support set is maybe. Oh, you want to get the focus? Let's try there.
Yeah, because
good.
it searches for like 5 cards and then you get to negate it in attack. So that's pretty cool.
And then you combine that with the blue Bardock leader, like I just feel like you're gonna have some crazy defense. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll try to get a little bit more regular with uploading videos, and like I said, we might try to do a draft box battle with these, because like I said, this set seems really good for draft box battles. So anyways, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also please hit that Zen-Oh button.